Hey everybody, Matt, IronTrap Garage, and today we're doing our big update on the big red truck. So for anybody that missed the last episode, Steve and I worked on stripping all the old paint, lettering, vinyl decals, everything that was remnants and left over on that big area on the side. We got rid of the old logo, the teal paint, all of that, and we got down to at least a solid surface that we could not have any paint falling off. We just sanded it all down, got it as good as we could get it without going crazy and like block sanding and doing everything on it. I sprayed some Eastwood epoxy primer over it just to seal everything up, scuffed it down, and then I sprayed some Eastwood chassis black. We have like a semi-gloss finish to it. I did not do any type of wet sanding. It's got orange peel in it, but it really doesn't matter because we're getting our logo across that across the side of that. So 90% of it's going to be covered up anyways. We have a talented hot rod Jen coming to the shop. She's going to be here for 1 to 3 days, we don't really know. Jen's coming and she has it all laid out to do. I've given her a little bit of direction with what I wanted, but I kind of told her, like when we talked about this, I want you to have fun with it and run with it and put your little spin on it. So she has done that, and then we also have something really cool planned for the doors, which we'll show you. I'm gonna try and have her, at least along the way, talk a little bit about the process so we can all learn, including myself. And also we'll do some time lapse just to show you guys what it takes to do this large of a vehicle and the lettering and everything that goes into it. It should be super fun, and in the end we are gonna transform this truck and really make it the IronTrap hauler. So let's get started. I also kind of figured that you were going to need some sort of help laying things out. Holy shit!
I don't want to speak. Do you want to center it?
I would say probably.
Yeah, come my way more. All right. I just want to, and then we'll go down. Go down. Don't worry about the bottom of this. Go down. Yeah, there you go. I think somewhere like that.
Okay.
Well, it's not centered, but.
Yeah. I mean, soon it starts stretching the letters out probably too much if you were much longer.
Yeah. And I did stretch them out. I think they.
No, that was good. But I just mean to go all the way out.
Oh yeah, it would have been too much. No, you need margins. Like to have a foot on each side is perfect. And then,
a little bit top and bottom.
Space, yeah. And this one, I'm just all right, cool. Now that I know it fits, roll it all up. I don't have it any smaller, so.
No, it doesn't.
But like,
definitely doesn't need to be any smaller.
No.
Because you could probably go up a little with the point if you have to.
These are going to be gold.
Okay.
Gold. Either the dots gold or the lines. I was thinking the dots.
Oh, okay.
And then this in white gold.
Nice.
That's going to be white. I don't want to, unless we can do this in gold, and then this will be white and that will be white.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And then these are just going to be like color blocked. I wanted like an industrial feel to it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at old photos of tow trucks, and I found an old, like 1 or 2 old Ford dealer tow trucks, and I saw those logos. I'm like, that's it.
I love it. And like the Keystone, I was like, that freaking works. All right.
All right, so we got the pattern laid out. What is the process, Jen, for the tool that you use?
So I do an electro pounce instead of a hand wheel pounce, which I don't like doing because it hurts my hands. So the electro pounce is like this little gnarly, archaic machine with high voltage running through it. And essentially what you would want to do, not on your vehicle surface, is you have a sheet of metal, unpainted metal, you put paper on top of it, and you have your drawing, and you run the wand over it, and there's electric current that, I don't know how to explain it.
To put like little holes?
It burns little holes through the paper through like an arch. Yeah, so electric arch will
you can kind of see little like the little like discolored dots.
Yeah, so they're burning. And like if you have the machine turned up really, really high, you can like burn your paper out, which is hilarious. But so then I take really, really fine chalk and I pounce over the area, and it goes through the little holes and it transfers the design on your surface.
Oh, killer.
And that works really great if you're going to be using the same pattern like multiple times, like I'm doing both sides of the vehicle today. So instead of like hand laying it out on the job site or hand tracing it at the job site for both sides, it just works faster when you're on the job site.
Oh, I can't imagine. I think that was part of the process I was thinking would take a lot longer, because I was seeing you like drawing everything out through the pattern, and that this is already way quicker.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, I learned after doing it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
together we have a match. Some things
Right,
We
two
don't have
things
to-
that'll definitely work together.
we don't have the right combination of parts.
Yep.
Must be something with how to pick up rubber lands.
Right, I mean, the cutout in there's gotta be where the pickup, I mean, what else could it be?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just not landing on the spot.
no, it's not.
That engine probably has a way.
Oh, I'm sure
I'll run the tractor and we can just hang it off the bucket,
Yeah.
drain it, and we'll pick up. Probably gonna have to spend some intimate time with the parts washer.
Yeah, no doubt, but then it's probably gonna need a little attention.
All right, so Jen is making amazing progress, much quicker than I expected. I didn't know what to expect, but it's coming out really cool. So you did like you said, you added a flattening agent to the white. Is that correct?
Yeah, I added a flattening agent and to the white and the red, and I didn't cover it as much as I normally would with regular, unflattened agent paint. And then I'll go back in and take some more paint away to make it look a little bit more aged.
Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, the white's perfect.
Thank you.
So you're doing the gold leafing here,
Yes.
and so what was the first step that you did? I'm totally new to this,
So the first step is, first layout, of course, but then I lay down a tinted size, gold leaf size. It's like it's glue. And I tint it so I can see where I laid it, because it's usually clear. And also, tinting helps me see how much I laid down.
Okay.
So I wait for that to set up, and it takes its little sweet time. And it's always changing because temperatures change, humidity, and all that stuff. So then you have to be really on top of it, and that's why I have these little testers here. And I actually lay the gold down on there first, and I engine turn it. And if I don't burn through it, then it's time to leaf. It's a good safety measure, instead of just going right on here and doing all the work and then realizing it was too wet. Because if it's too wet, you'll burn right through the gold leaf. And then this is 23 karat gold leaf, and it's patent, so it sticks to the paper. And they also sell it loose where it doesn't stick to the paper, and that's just crazy town, trying to do that in a garage. So I use the patent for all this kind of stuff.
So you're not worried about being messy when you're just putting it on there. It's just because you can kind of brush it off. Is that?
Yeah, so all the excess leaf will get brushed off. So the leaf will stick to exactly where I have the size stuck to, and it might stick to the truck surface a little bit because it's so humid. But after I clear the gold leaf, that's easy to take away. So I'm not really worried about that. And then when I remove the excess, you'll see like all these little skewings will float away.
Okay.
And you'll have gold in your shop for a while. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that you don't have to be. That was always a process I didn't understand, is how you get
it's not paint.
Yeah, well, the part of putting if for lack of a better term, the glue. Mm-hmm. I always wondered how you get the crisp lines with the gold leaf and everything. So now that makes sense. You're brushing on a glue.
The secret's out. And then
yeah, there's 1,000 other steps to make it successful.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, and a lot of practice.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And knowing when the size is right, that's the most crucial thing. But after I get the leaf all laid down and I remove the excess, I'm gonna burnish it, and up here I'm gonna do directional burnishing, and around here I'll probably be doing just the engine turns like you would see done on machinery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty fun process.
Yeah, it's super cool. And this was something you've just, I mean, I don't want to say just started doing it, but like in your career, this is something that's I've seen you do more, rather than.
So I've been leafing probably over 14 years now, but I'm incorporating it a lot, like almost weekly in my business, which I love.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I shouldn't have said it like that. It's like from the outside looking in. Yeah. You're starting to see it incorporated in your work more.
Oh, absolutely. If I can gold leaf every day, I'll do it. It's like gold and striping are like my two loves.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I go bottom to top, because if any of these little guys fell down in the wet glue here, it would have been a little bit messy to lay the leaf down. So that's why I go this way.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And you were saying that there's only one place basically in the U.S.
Yes.
that makes it anymore?
Yes, WB is the gold company that makes it, and they're north of Chicago. I would say their name, but I can't pronounce it still, which is really bad. But if you just go online and find WB Gold Leaf, type that in, they'll come right up.
Nice.
Yeah, but they're a great company to deal with. They're the last company in the United States that presses and makes gold leaf.
That's got to be a kind of neat process to see.
I want to, before the machineries, people used to do it by hand. So they had these like huge hammers and these huge pads, and they would take a little piece of gold and hammer it like 10,000 strokes. Or
Whoa.
something like that. It was a ridiculous amount, and like to make the sheets like this.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Save them.
All right, so basically 2 days of painting. You did a lot of the hard work. I didn't really I didn't do anything but hit record.
Yeah, you press buttons.
Yeah. So it was kind of nice to watch the process. I tried to not ask too many questions to get in Jen's way, but I learned a lot actually, which was pretty cool because some of this process is not something that you see every day, obviously. So was this wasn't the biggest vehicle you've painted?
No,
What's the
not
biggest
by
vehicle?
far. I don't know if you consider it a vehicle, but it was like a 1911 trolley car.
Oh, yeah.
I did all
huge.
the huge ceiling tiles inside. It was like gold leaf and painted chain, ornamental chain around every single ceiling tile. It was a lot of gold, a lot of paint. It took me a full week to
Holy
do
moly.
it. Yeah.
I was actually impressed with how quick it went. I know Mike was like, I sent Mike photos like yesterday, partway through. He's like, "Holy crap, she's moving." You were like, "I'm kind of like."
I feel like I'm slow, and if I didn't incorporate gold leaf, I would have got it all done yesterday for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that adds like another. For me, I like taking a little bit more time on that.
So that lasts. Yeah. Very cool. Well, thank you for doing it all. I'm super psyched. It took forever to get our schedules together to make it happen. That's the hardest part.
It's like you're here this weekend, I'm here that weekend, so it was finally nailed down some weekdays. So yeah.
Cool. Well, what's if anybody's interested in buying some merch from you because you have a bunch of great stuff, or if somebody's interested in getting some work done, how can they get a hold of you?
You can go to my website. It's www.hotredgen.com, and there's a contact form and everything on there, and all my merchandise is on there also.
Awesome. And make sure that you're subscribing to her YouTube channel and Facebook page because she's putting awesome stuff up, both informative and also the neat time-lapse stuff.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Instagram. If you Google Hot Rod Jen, I pop up pretty much everywhere that I have an account with.
You're the Hot Rod Jen.
I am the Hot Rod Jen.
Yeah, SEO, you're up there.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Darren. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, of course.